ربك الذي خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم.
Masuk Islam setelah berusaha mengeluarkan temannya dari Islam. Di balik setiap kisah hidup ada lika-liku yang mengejutkan dan menginspirasi. Inilah kisah Yusuf Ali, seorang mu'alaf yang takdirnya membawanya dalam perjalanan spiritual yang menakjubkan. Dia memiliki seorang teman muslim yang baik, yang merupakan kunci dalam pertobatannya. Ketika dia mencoba untuk membuat temannya keluar dari Islam, itulah yang membawanya ke pemahaman baru dan lebih tahu tentang Islam.
My name is Yusuf Ali. That's my new Muslim name. My first reactions with Islam were kind of to counter it, actually. So my first information that I obtained about Islam, I was actually obtaining it because I thought that it was wrong, and a good friend of mine, my brother, who is with me today in the audience, was the first one to tell me about Islam. And when I heard his explanations on it, I thought that he's a good guy, he's a good friend of mine, but that Islam is something backwards, that I should maybe try and help him come out of it. And so actually, my first reaction to Islam was to fight it. And more as I got this information that I had to use as an argument, perhaps against him, slowly just changed me. Not that I wanted to accept Islam, but that I got some comfort, first from reading a translation of Quran and any information I might have. So just that my intentions were actually not good, but even so, I was still getting some benefit from it.
Dalam gelapnya prasangka, terkadang ada sinar terang yang mampu menembus. Yusuf Ali awalnya bermaksud untuk memerangi Islam, berusaha mengeluarkan temannya dari agama. Namun, seperti sudah ditakdirkan, dia terpikat oleh agama itu sendiri. Dia ingin melawan untuk tidak terpikat oleh agama. Ketika diajak oleh seorang teman untuk mengunjungi masjid, Ali memutuskan untuk mencobanya. Keingintahuannya membawanya ke pengalaman yang belum pernah ada sebelumnya.
My brother Altaf invited me to come to the mosque with him, and this was a big experience for me. I was going there out of cultural curiosity, not with any intention to embrace the religion of Islam, but I had a lot of comfort there. And the first thing that struck me was the warmth and the complete friendship that I saw happening between strangers in many cases, in a way that I'd never really seen it before. And this had a pull on me. I enjoyed it, and I expressed some enthusiasm at perhaps returning to the mosque. So as time progressed, my colleague Altaf and I used to work together. We both had a lunch break, one after the other. And I would have to wait for him to return from lunch break to go on my own break. And sometimes on the Friday, he would return late, and I would kind of give him a hard time about it. I would say, "Why are you late? I'm hungry. I want to go for lunch." And at this point, he explained to me that he was going for a Jummah prayer. So he invited me to go with him, and I attended the Jummah prayer. Also the khutbah, which is a speech before the prayer itself. And this time I really decidedly, it was something that I liked. I got some warmth from it, some peace, and it really started me in the direction of Islam.
Meskipun dia belum menyatakan keislamannya, hatinya sudah memberitahunya bahwa ini adalah kebenaran yang dia dambakan. Takdir menghasilkan keajaiban ketika dia secara tak terduga bertemu seseorang yang dalam perjalanan yang sama adalah seorang mu'alaf yang hidupnya telah diterangi oleh cahaya Islam. Pertemuan ini membawa semangat baru dalam perjalanan spiritual Yusuf Ali.
But later on, I had the opportunity to meet a young man, much like myself, similar age, who had gone through a similar situation and had in turn embraced Islam. And actually, that's one of the reasons that I'm happy to speak today, in the hopes that maybe some non-Muslims might hear anything that I have to say. So this brother Sebastian, for me, this was something of the heart, embracing Islam. It's something that I did passionately. But what interested me with him is that he was a very logical and calculated person. His whole reason for embracing Islam was logic, and he had such concise, logical reasons to come to Islam that it showed me a different side. And after talking with him longly, I guess he saw in me that I had already made my decision, and he urged me to take my Shahada. And mashallah, I took my Shahada that same day with my colleague Altaf and my newfound friend Sebastian together with me.
Bagi Yusuf Ali, keputusannya memeluk Islam merupakan panggilan hatinya yang terdalam. Namun di hadapan orang tuanya, ia harus menghadapi reaksi yang tak terduga. Prasangka dan pandangan negatif tentang agama Islam membuat momen keluarga yang menegangkan. Dengan kesabaran dan akhlak yang baik, Ali berusaha menghilangkan ketakutan dan kesalahpahaman yang tertanam di hati orang tuanya.
My parents are very nice people, God bless them, and they're very accepting. But unfortunately, in the current mainstream, there's some very negative information about Islam. They do watch a lot of television and read the newspapers, and so for them they associate it to all the political troubles that might be plaguing the world. They associate this to Islam, so seeing their son being involved in such a thing revolted them. My father actually told me that he doesn't mind any religion I take in this world, just not Islam. So actually I told him that Islam is the only religion for me, and we've had many difficult times between then. But with the will of Allah, my parents have slowly seen the change in me. That I'm more mature, and I have become more of a caring person. My whole dynamics have changed, and they like it. They don't really accept that it's due to Islam. They won't verbalize it, but I know in their heart they see that most of these positive things have come from Islam. So actually, my parents now, we are at a point where we're not shouting at each other, we're not arguing, but it's very difficult for me to talk about Islam with them at all. And it would be very important for me that they would gain an understanding on it. And I always have in my heart thought that perhaps one day they might embrace Islam, and also my two younger sisters. So inshallah, this is a big goal.
Perjalanan hidup Yusuf Ali mengajarkan kepada kita bahwa Islam memiliki daya tarik yang luar biasa. Meskipun Ali awalnya tidak berniat untuk memeluk Islam, pesona masjid yang tenang, kearifan Al-Quran yang mendalam, dan ajaran yang mendalam tentu memikat hatinya. Islam masuk ke dalam kehidupan Yusuf Ali dan membawanya ke keadaan spiritual yang berbeda, mengisi hatinya dengan cahaya dan keindahan iman. Semoga beliau terus mendakwahkan Islam kepada orang tuanya. Amin ya Rabbal Alamin. Menjadi seorang mualaf bukanlah keputusan yang mudah. Bagi banyak orang, perjalanan ini adalah pencarian jati diri yang mendalam, penuh tantangan dan mengubah hidup. Tetapi melalui kesulitan dan ketidakpastian, mereka menemukan kekuatan dan keberanian untuk memeluk Islam. Setiap mualaf memiliki kisah yang unik. Mereka datang dari berbagai latar belakang, budaya dan keyakinan sebelumnya. Namun mereka semua berbagi semangat dan keinginan yang sama untuk menemukan kedamaian dan kebenaran. Melalui penutup video ini, saya ingin mengajak Anda untuk berempati dan menghormati perjalanan hidup seorang mu'alaf. Mari kita membuka pikiran dan hati kita untuk memahami pengorbanan dan pengalaman mereka dalam menemukan iman baru bagi mereka. Terima kasih sekali lagi atas waktu dan perhatian Anda. Semoga video ini membantu kita semua memperluas wawasan dan saling menghormati perbedaan kita. Sampai jumpa di video berikutnya. Like postingan ini jika bermanfaat. Kalau setuju tulis di komen ya. Dan jangan lupa subscribe-nya serta share ke teman kamu biar pada tahu. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.